Hello and welcome to my new video. In this video I will be rebuilding a brake cylinder for the handbrake on the Ducati. This is going to be for the Ducati that the Forbidden Project is the parts motorcycle of, but I think it still counts towards the same thing because both use the same brake cylinder and both kind of belong together in a sense. And I think after I will have finished the Forbidden Project, the original Ducati is still one of the projects that needs to be done. But it's a different kind of project than the one before. Here you can see the brake cylinder. It's been taken off the bars and I've taken off the lever of it. And as you can probably see, it's seen better days. It's been lying around for a while. And it's dirty and grimy and it's stuck and it might be leaky, and it's just better if I replace the cylinder and the gaskets inside with a new kit. This brake is a Brembo PS15 and you can still get the parts for it. There's also a PS15 for the foot brake as well, and both seem to use the same cylinders and gaskets. So first I take out the rubber that's above the ring that keeps the cylinder in, and afterwards I use a punch to just hammer the brake cylinder out. This is different on different brakes, and some use a clip that you need to remove inside, but this one you can just hammer out. And with a little bit of gentle hammering it comes out, and I can inspect all the pieces. Now after taking out the cylinder, I'm inspecting it here and it doesn't actually look that bad, but it was rusted solid inside before I tapped it out, so I've chosen to replace it with a new kit. So I'm unboxing the new kit and I'm comparing it to the old one to see if I have the right things. This, as always, is Brembo parts, so it's not quite cheap, but it's available, and it's good that Brembo still supports such old brakes and products that they've made 40 years ago. So the kit contains a new cylinder with 2 seals on it, a spring, some grease, a washer that's used to keep everything into place, a rubber seal for the outside, and a little ring that sits above the rubber seal to keep it in place. The kit also contains a paper that's folded which contains pretty much universal instructions to reassemble the whole thing, but it just pretty much goes together how you pull it out. So after checking the contents, I decide to clean up the cylinder and to see whether the piston fits properly and just look at all the pieces that I've got. Cleaning the old dirt out of it is the most important part though, because there might be rust and other stuff just that's accumulated inside the cylinder that could be an issue for the gaskets or could cause corrosion again. For the assembly, I start by opening the grease and greasing the cylinder and the piston. And the first thing that goes in is the spring, then the piston. Afterwards comes the little washer that needs to be bent so everything stays in place, and afterwards there will be the seal and the little ring that keeps the seal in place. Now, as you can see, the spring is quite strong, so the assembly will require for me to put everything in a vise so I can get it together properly. With the piston and the cylinder in place, I now assemble the little gasket for the outside. It goes together like this. The ring goes towards the outside. And for assembly, I will just use a socket and the vise to push everything and lock it into place. And that will finish off the assembly, and everything can be put back together and back to the motorcycle and filled with brake fluid. This was a bit of a shorter video, but I still hope you enjoyed the content, and thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye!